So I just got fired. Okay, maybe I'm being a little too over dramatic. Laid off is probably a better term for what happened. And I'm not necessarily panicking like younger me would have panicked. Younger me probably would have started crying in the past, because past me was not where future me is now. Got a check in the mail. And I want to be very clear here for a moment. I harbor no hate or anger for my former employee. They're a great group of people. Ultimately he let me go because he was downsizing and couldn't afford to keep me. So, I hope things go well for them, but it's hard to not be disappointed, especially when you're essentially working what's a dream job. For the past 2.5 years, I've been, working as a writer, producer, director for this company, which is a dream role for me, but because it was part-time and it paid so well, I was able to take on other opportunities like acting. That's when I called Wendy's. I've been able to do a bunch of commercials and, of course, other areas of production. The hardest part about this whole thing is that I liked the job. The money was okay. It paid the bills. The pay wasn't great, but what was great was that it offered me free time. Time to spend with my wife, my dogs, to act, to write, to direct. And even though I'm going to miss that job, I know that all of those things are still going to be possible. 2022, Sebastian. Freaking out. 2022, Sebastian. There's backups. I'm going to go ahead and deposit this check that I got in the mail today, and I want to be very clear, just in case there was any confusion. This is not the last paycheck from that from the job that I got laid off from. They already gave me that money. This is actually a check from another job I worked. I have spent the last year cultivating new opportunities, and I do have a few clients that I work with, and I love them so much. They're wonderful. They're great. And they're the reason why I don't need to be scared. Because while I've been working for this other company, I have been investing in myself too. And if there's a couple things that I've learned over the past couple years, past decade really, of my life, and I'm going to go into the bank first, and then I'll let you know what they are. Oh God, I gotta clean my office. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did go into the bank with the intention of stalling to get my thoughts together, and then when I came out of the bank, I saw Best Buy, bought a Gorilla Pod, and I've completely forgotten what I said I was going to talk about. So let me get this thing on, and then give me a sec. What was I talking about? Let's do this instead. When the day started, it was raining, storm clouds, thundering, drizzle, and as the day went on, the clouds were still in the sky, and it was spitting a few bits of rain, and I went out with a few things in mind. One was, I'm sure you've noticed this microphone. This is a Ceramonic. I've been just got this. I was looking to test it out, and so I thought today was a good day to head out and test it out. I knew I had a check. I went and I did all that. And then 3 was to make this video mostly to remind myself that it's gonna be okay. That stuff like this happens, and that I have so much going on. Losing this job doesn't matter as much as it would have 6 months ago or a year ago or whatever it might be. So when I was finishing out stuff with the owner of the company I was working for, he was paying me out what he owed me left over, and he was kind of talking. He mentioned something about, what if you start a new job next week? And I was able to just tell him, actually I'm kind of taking a month off. And that was real nice to know that after I looked at my finances, after everything was all said and done, that I can take the next month off, and me, my wife, and my dogs will be okay. Ultimately, everything we've talked about today, I think, can be summed up by the words of the orphan philosopher. And those words are, when I'm stuck in a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow.
No talk for a second. How does anybody do this without feeling self-conscious? Freaking, I'm an actor, and this feels stupid weird.